Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna talk about the OpenAPI. What exactly is OpenAPI? Why should the developers choose the OpenAPI? And I'm gonna show some best practices regarding it. OpenAPI is basically a specification or a standardized way to describe APIs. It's like a blueprint for your APIs, detailing how it works, what endpoints are available, and how data should be structured regarding the endpoints request and response. By defining things in a machine-readable format using JSON or YAML, developers can generate documentation automatically and even create client and server libraries. It streamlines API development because everyone involved, whether it's a front-end team or back-end team or maybe some other third-party developers, can easily understand and interact with the APIs without constant back-and-forth clarification. One of the biggest reasons developers choose OpenAPI is its adoption and community support. It's an open standard, so there are a lot of tools, libraries, and frameworks that work seamlessly with it. It also makes collaboration easier since it's widely used. It's become a sort of universal language for describing the APIs. Another big advantage is that OpenAPI is machine readable, which means you can auto-generate code, documentation, and even mock the servers. This reduces a lot of repetitive work and ensure consistent across the board. Some best practices, including keeping your OpenAPI version so changes are clearly tracked, and using clear and descriptive names for your endpoints and parameters. Another key point is documenting edge cases and also error response so that people consuming the APIs aren't left guessing. As for OpenAPI Codegen, it's a game changer because it allows you to automatically generate the client SDKs, server stubs, and even API documentation from your OpenAPI spec. This saves developers a ton of time, and that the client libraries and server-side implementation are always in sync with the API definition. This saves developers a ton of time and ensures that the client library or server-side library implementation are always in sync and up to date with the API definition. It essentially takes care of a lot of boilerplate code, which frees up a lot of memory for the developers to be able to focus on more important things in the project.